We're going to mount this onto the base of the internal drawer, and then what we're going to do after that is start measuring out the piece of timber that'll come off the side here, and then I'm going to see if I can find my countersunk drill bit. We're going to glue and drill that onto this piece here. So we're going to get onto that right now. I want this to be strong. Installed onto my drawer. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're getting there, guys, slowly but surely. So I've already marked out where I'm going to drill the pocket holes. Now the clamping strength on this is well and truly strong enough to hold it in place once it's clamped down. So we've got the drill bit. We'll check that it's on the 13 mark, which it still is, hasn't moved. Oops, wrong way. This is self-adjusting. On some of the prior Kreg kits, you had to adjust something in here. I don't know what it is. I haven't owned them before. It's the first time I've owned a Kreg kit. First time I've used one of this project build. So what I'm using here, this is the lighter weight of the timbers that I purchased, but it's going to be screwed into the more heavy duty plywood. There we go. As I mentioned when I did the review video on the actual Kreg kit here, they suggest to put the pockets between every 6 to 8 inches. So I want to make sure this is well and truly strong enough. So I've chosen 6 inches apart, every 6 inches. Now I don't know if the versions prior to this are as simple to use. I don't imagine they are after watching some of the videos on them with all the adjustments you need to do. The only adjustments you ever need to do on this as you change the thickness of the timber is to adjust the height of this collar sleeve here. Nothing needs to be done here. Whereas I believe in the prior versions that you had to adjust something on here. I don't know what. What have we got? Just one more now. And then I'll have to work out if I need to put any on the end. I don't think so, not on the end of these. They will be on the end pieces that I make that goes on the end. I'm sure you know what I mean. That's another one done. Now we need to attach this onto the bottom of the internal drawer using the 1 1/4 inch screws, the Kreg screws, through these pocket holes here. So in order to do that, we need to clamp it down, and we've got to make sure this is flush up on this end here. I don't mind if it's not perfectly flush at the back here, as long as it's flush at the front here. So Kreg has got these pocket hole. See there, it's got one point there that goes into the pocket like so, and then that clamps down onto the bottom, and that holds it in place. So we're going to do the front here now. So what I'm going to do is line this up so it's perfectly lined up. And in fact, before we go any further, we should put some glue on here. I want this to be strong. Now we've got to work quick here because it's pretty warm in the garage here. That's one side up. So let's check to see if that's square. Perfect. Yep, no, that's good. Let's do the other side now. Now Kreg also make a sorted range of different types of clamps. This one here, where you can see you can clamp the boards down like so. So now we'll flip this around. So the front is over here. So what that means is that we have to make sure this is flush up here. Because at the back, we're going to have the piece that goes at the back. For example, if I find something that's short enough, here we are, just an example. So that's going to be mounted there like so for the back of the drawer. But we won't use that piece. We're going to cut a piece, one of these here. So now, using this clamp, I'm going to, before we do that, of course, remember, we got the bit of the glue that we need to add on here. We are done. That is the base and the two sides installed onto my internal drawer system. The next step we need to do is we need to get back onto the Milwaukee drill, get some measurements done, and mount a bit of timber ply along here. So mount like that. So, see the lip there now? See it's got that lip running along there? So that is where I will have my utensil drawers sitting on that. Now remember, this drawer, particularly this base, was really wonky. And now that's perfectly straight now, because the straightness of this edge has brought this timber all back into shape. Same as this one wasn't too bad, but that one there was really wonky, way out of shape. So that is now looks perfectly straight. So where's my little lie detector? If you've been watching all my videos, you know what a lie detector is. I shouldn't say any more what it is. 30. 30. 1 mil out. Hopefully now this will work perfectly inside that drawer bit, that drawer. And in fact what I might do, I might just slide it in place and see how it looks. So we're going to have all this here, the storage. I'm going to have this like so. We need to work out this height here. So as you've seen, I've placed the internal drawer inside the carcass of the drawer system, and it appears to work perfectly. So I've checked the height. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut that little bit of ply that's going to extend out the side and go up to make it a bit wider at the top, mainly for me trays. So it worked out to be 12 centimeters exact. That'll give me around about 1 inch to play with to fasten on the outside of the side walls, the side panel of the internal drawer, which what I'm going to use is a countersunk bit and some screws and glue. Now I cannot find my countersunk bit, so I'll probably shoot off down to Bunnings later today or tomorrow morning. Now the reason I put in a bit of effort today to get a fair bit done, because I might be incapacitated, I don't know, that's the word, you know what I mean, incapacitated, is that the word? Where I won't be able to do anything for a few days. I thought I'd get onto this and then I can spend the next couple of days or so doing the editing if I can. there is more cutting to do. There's the two ends, and making these end pieces, put it together and see if we can get a couple of coats of the varnish over the top today. Now you can see what I mean now, how I wanted it to be out a bit this edge. So I've cut that timber down. I had to cut a couple of inches off the end. They were a little bit too long, so I've cut them at 1500 long, similar to what this is. Allowing for, you can see I've allowed a bit of a lip here for that piece on the back to go on. And on the front, it's flush on the front, but I put it back 15 mils so that when I close it, the front of the drawer will be flush with the carcass. So I wanted that part, the front, to look as good as possible. So this is how I'm going to fasten this on. What's that? Oh, there's a cat over there. There's a cat there climbing over all my gear. Something fell down. It's a neighbour's cat across the road. Seems to live in my shed and only goes back over to its owners for dinner. So seems to like it in his shed here. I suppose one good thing is it'll keep the rats and bugs and all that stuff away, won't it? I wish I could find that countersunk bit. There goes the cat. Black and white cat. Okay. Oh, I hope that's not bad luck. So definitely going to need the countersunk bit, so there's probably not a lot more I could do now. When I've finished building this in a drawer, I'm going to put on the scale and show you what the weight is. If by miracle chance I happen to find the countersink, then what we can do is put this together today, and then tonight I'll be able to whack on a couple of coats of the clear. So we're in the finishing stages, guys. There's only last bit of cutting to do is the ends here. I might actually use this circular saw for the straight cuts, cut it on the square, and then these bits here I'll use the jigsaw. And then we've got this nice lip here, and so there is going to be more cutting actually, because we've got to make the trays. So I'm going to make a couple of trays, one for the cutlery, so a smallish one, and another one I could put the odds ends in, you know, like maybe UHF radio or me little pocket knife or something like that, battery chargers, spare batteries, etc. Whatever I want to put in there. My tyre deflators be perfect for little stuff like that. You'll know in the next minute or so, guys, whether I've found the countersunk, and I'm improving on this today. Otherwise, if the video cuts off in the next minute or so, you know I haven't found the countersunk bit. That means when I'm next uptown, tomorrow morning I've got to go uptown, so I'll shoot off the Bunnings and go and grab a countersunk bit. If I don't see you shortly, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please put a like, guys. Please put a like. I really appreciate if you put a like on the video, but particularly subscribing would be very handy. It'll help my channel enormously. So till next time, look after yourself, eh? Be kind to everyone, have fun, enjoy life, and cheers.